All right, Shalom, Shalom, Akim. All right, this is your brother Zakar Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, coming with another lesson through the Spirit. Lord willing, this be edifying to the Lord's elect. And before I get started with this lesson, all right, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto our power Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Vakaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, whom I've grown in this truth under. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akawath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect, to the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth, to you Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. But your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. Slacking. All right, I want to say peace and blessings to you all. Barakatham. Damn. Excuse me. All right. And I wanted to get into this video. Pretty much this has been making the rounds as of late amongst the brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? The spirit seems to be moving, you know what I'm saying? and I didn't even want to do this lesson for real. A lesson on the woman, but it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. You women fell for major witchcraft. Major witchcraft. All right. And this illusion that you've been fed this whole time, all right, is not to your benefit, man. It is to everything detrimental to you and to your children. All right. But I'm gonna let this video play. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got a lot of time. I want to get this lesson out before I head into the plantation. So bear with me. This is fair use. Okay, under the Copyright Act of 1976, Section 107. All right, this is for educational purposes only. So let's continue.
The entertainment industry is teaching women how to become undesirable. And before you get mad, ask yourself this. Who benefits when women destroy their image? Not the woman, it's never the women. And before you type it, I'm younger than your favorite rapper. Okay, so now let's look into what's actually being pushed right now. Scamming, boosting, using people, treating relationships.
Okay, first of all, she starts off by the image, okay? She starts off by the image. You have been taught against, all right, or shall I say you've been taught to hate your own image. You've been taught to hate your own looks, okay? You've been taught to hate these things that showcases yourself. Like literally, this is a woman, all right, this is a woman who is not trying to pretend, okay? She's not trying to pretend. She has her own hair, you know what I'm saying? You can tell that she has minimal makeup, you know what I'm saying? All right, you can clearly tell that this is what she looks like, all right, if not very close to it when all the makeup is off. You see what I'm saying? She clearly takes good care of her skin, all right? She's dressed in a somewhat modest apparel, you know what I'm saying? And she looks good, you know what I'm saying? She looks great, right? Shit, I have to claim this one. I claim this one for me, by Hashem Hamashiach Yahushua. But this is what you women used to look like, all right? This was the norm amongst you women, all right? Back when I was growing up, it was the norm. So something happened, all right? Something happened to you, within the media that you consume. You see what I'm saying? The media that you consume shapes your mindset. So let's continue with what she's got to say.
Rapper. Okay, so now let's look into what's actually being pushed right now. Scamming, boosting, using people, treating relationships like transactions, being loud and reckless and calling it confidence. And it doesn't stop at the music. Women don't just listen to it. They start dressing like it, talking like it, posting like it, until the whole aesthetic becomes a personality they've built without ever choosing it on purpose.
Shit. Spin that shit.
Right. All right, so you see this. This is the aesthetic that they show you. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just the women, of course. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the women, it's also the men. All right? When you see these men going around here and they act like Young Thug, or they act like whatever these any of these other YNs, you know what I'm saying? It's 86 degrees. Let me tell you this. It's 86 degrees yesterday. And I was coming back from the gym. All right, 86 degrees, and you got this young nigga. Okay, couldn't have been no more than 14 years old, and he's on this electric scooter, and he has a full North Face jacket on, man. I'm talking about a full one. Not sleeveless or nothing. It's a full North Face jacket like it's wintertime. And I'm sitting here like, yo, the fuck's wrong with you? Is you cold? Are you cold? You know what I'm saying? Are you cold? Are you close to are you close to freezing right now? You see what I'm saying? And this is why the Lord's got to destroy 2/3. He's got to destroy 2/3, man. All right. And majority of this, I don't care how you feel about this. If you would be honest with yourself, you know this to be true. You know this to be true. At the crux of all of this chaos, at the foundation of all this confusion, it's the black woman. It's the black woman. Within this so-called black community, it's the so-called black woman. You're the ones who perpetuate this stuff. You're the ones who instigate. You're the ones who enable this behavior. You see what I'm saying? If you would be honest with yourselves, you know this to be true. All right? Let's continue.
But here's where it gets real interesting. Young Miami, the woman who made an entire brand out of that lifestyle, has said plainly that she does not want her own daughter growing up to be a city girl.
Comes to you as pretty as she is and says, Mom, I want to be a city girl.
She ain't gonna be no city girl.
So Summer ain't allowed to be no city girl?
No. I want her raised totally different. Like, I don't even want her to even see the light of day like that. Like, I really want her to just be like, like level-headed, a schoolgirl, and just on a whole nother wave. Like, I kind of was raised different, so I don't want to raise her up how I was raised. So, I'm a city girl, ain't nothing wrong with it, but I don't want that for my daughter.
Now just think about this for a second. The woman selling the image doesn't want the image for her own daughter. And now, in her 30s, she wants to get married, wants a husband, wants her kids to grow up watching something steadier than what made her famous.
Like, I didn't want to get married. Now I want to get married, Like, I don't believe in marriage. I don't want to be nobody's wife. I'm 32 now. Like, at this point, I'm like, okay, I got 2 kids. Like, I do want my kids to experience mom and dad, or mom and someone else.
Because guess what? Eventually, life starts asking different questions than entertainment does. Entertainment rewards attention. Real life rewards reputation. One gets you streams and the other gets you trusted, hired, chosen, and built with. So my advice to you, especially...
I like that. I like what she just said. You know what I'm saying? I like what she just said. And this woman may be married, you know what I'm saying? All right, but nevertheless, all right, let's be real, man. There's gonna be very few men left out here. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta hear this one more time, what she said.
Entertainment rewards attention. Different questions than entertainment does. Entertainment rewards attention. Real life rewards reputation.
All right. Entertainment rewards attention. All right, and that's what everybody's looking for. Everybody's looking for attention. Everybody's looking to be seen. Everybody's looking for validation and whatnot. You see what I'm saying? But what does real life reward? Real life rewards a reputation, and that can be translated to consequences. You see what I'm saying? And a consequence is either a good thing or a bad thing. A consequence is a consequence. It's simply a cause, all right, or a reaction to what was done or what was pushed. You see what I'm saying? If it's essentially you reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. So if you sowed iniquity, you're gonna reap iniquity. If you sowed righteousness, you're gonna reap righteousness, man. You see what I'm saying? That's what this is about. Real life actually gives you reputation. Do you have a good reputation, a positive reputation, or a negative one? Okay? Or a negative one. And so, when you go around outside, you know what I'm saying, showing yourself to be fake with the fake hair, you know what I'm saying, you put on someone else's hair on your head, you where you don't love your own image, you know what I'm saying, you got to put all this fake up on, you know what I'm saying? And all you females, as the elder Hawad would say, all you females, you know what I'm saying, you fell for this whole image that the CIA, all right, that Esau as a whole, Edom pushed this image out to you. And he pushed this image out to your daughters. He pushed this image out to your sons. You see what I'm saying? And you pushed it. All right? You kept it and you perpetuated this thing. You see what I'm saying? So, the Lord, ultimately, the Lord has to fix all this. The Lord has to fix all this, man. All right? Because this has gotten too far, man.
One gets you streams and the other...
Oh, yeah. And mind you, Salakia. And mind you, it's not just Young Miami, but it's also Cardi B. Cardi B doesn't want her own children to be like her. Cardi B doesn't want her children to listen to the music that she pushed out. You see what I'm saying? These are agents, man. These are agents. They live a life. They portray a life that they never live. They portray an image that they don't hold themselves. You see what I'm saying? When you look at Tupac, or when you look at 50 like 50 Cent or fucking Ice Cube and whatnot, they pushed an image that they themselves never lived. You see what I'm saying? So this is what we're talking about within this whole music industry. All right? And they know full well that the Israelites respond to music. The Israelites are very keen on music. You see what I'm saying? As we once were in the past, it's no different today. It's no different. When you look at all the greats of the music industry, you know what I'm saying, like Michael Jackson and you know what I'm saying, Janet Jackson, freaking Whitney Houston, so many great artists, you know what I'm saying, that shaped the 90s, that shaped the 80s even. You see what I'm saying? I got my own uncle. My own uncle is a legend in the jazz industry. You see what I'm saying? But smooth jazz pushes out a positive vibration. You see what I'm saying? It pushes out a positive vibration. And this is why you don't see smooth jazz no more. It used to be on the radio all the time. It used to be all over the place. All right? It's not like that anymore, man. You know what I'm saying? You got Kenny G, which I believe he's a Jake, you know? You got you got Paul Taylor. All right? These are great artists, man. Great artists. All right? And for those of you wondering, is George Benson. Okay? But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, let me not get into that. But yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, It's amazing what music can do to the mind, okay, and how it can change frequencies, man. Even water. When you look at water, how it responds to frequency, how it responds to a tuning, how it responds to music. You know what I'm saying? Take these particular tuning frequencies and apply it to music. You see what I'm saying? It can actually heal the body. You see? But in any case,
questions than entertainment does. Entertainment rewards attention. Real life rewards reputation. One gets you streams and the other gets you trusted, hired, chosen, and built with. So my advice to you, especially if you are under the age of 30, because if you are over 30, you should have common sense. Stop letting people who are selling a fantasy write the blueprint for your reality. Your image is way too valuable to hand over to an industry that profits off of your confusion. Okay, bye for now.
right. Yeah, man. She gonna have to come home with me. She gonna have to come home with me, man. Shit. I'm sorry, but if her husband ain't in the truth, man, if her husband is not of the elect, shit, man, it is what it is. But let me get some scriptures, man. All right, because this is where it's coming. All right, this is where it's coming, or this is where it's going, I should say. Okay, bear with me. All right, this is 1 Timothy chapter 5 and verse 6. It reads, "But she that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth." Okay? She that liveth in pleasure is dead while she liveth, man. You see what I'm saying? If your mindset is this entertainment, you know what I'm saying, this seeking of validation and likes and clicks and shares and what have you. You see what I'm saying? All right. Hey, you women are about to experience, you're about to experience great loss. All right, great loss. I was listening to the beloved brother, Martaz Akbath, all right, out of Melbourne, Australia, and he was going into these influencers, you know what I'm saying, and how these influencers are receiving judgment left and right, you know what I'm saying, left and right, judgment all over the place, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's not a pretty sight, because it's happening more and more frequently. You know what I'm saying? And what he showed with it was just within 3 months. That's what he showed. Within just 3 months, all these influencers lost their lives. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is bringing judgment, and there is no respecter of persons with the Lord regarding judgment. Okay? So let me get another precept real quick. All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, "For the blessing of the father establisheth the houses of children, but the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations." You see what I'm saying? But the curse of the mother rooteth out foundations. And that's that's a principle that has to be, you have to understand these things, man. All right, you have to understand this. That a father is going to establish the house of his offspring. Okay? But when left alone, a woman is going to be a woman. When left alone, a woman is going to be a woman. Chaotic. She's going to be abrasive. She's going to be she's going to be, you know what I'm saying, with no instruction, a woman is going to behave sporadically at times. You see what I'm saying? This is why when you had the woman by the name of Shahrazad Ali, and she said what? She said, you got to treat these women as if they're kids. You know what I'm saying? You got to treat these women like they're they're children themselves, man. All right? Because their minds don't mature past a certain age in their adolescence. All right? When left alone. This is why this is why when you come out from your father's house, you're supposed to go directly to your husband. You see what I'm saying? Because you women need covering. You need a covering. And if you don't have that, it's going to be chaos. That's the only thing that results from a woman left to her own devices, man. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because the Lord hath not imparted unto her wisdom. Let me get that real quick. Bear with me. All right, this is Job chapter 39, verse 17. It says, because the Most High hath deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. This is why a woman must be led. A woman must be, all right, controlled. You see what I'm saying? You have to control the behavior. You have to control the outbursts. You have to control these things, man. Because if they don't have this foundation, if they don't have this anchor, all right, then they're going to harm not just themselves, but everyone around them. You see? But everyone around them. Real quick. All right, this is Sirach chapter 26 and verse 14. A silent and loving woman, a silent and loving woman. You women can't get past the first part. You see what I'm saying? You women can't get past the first part. You so-called black women. The first part requires you to be silent, and you can't even be that. You see what I'm saying? A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. You women don't even know how to be loving anymore. You don't even know how to be cherishing, all right, how to be nourishing anymore. That's how bad this is. That's how bad it's gotten. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? And they're few and far in between. You know what I'm saying? It's like a needle in a haystack here in America. You see what I'm saying? In Babylon the Great. And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. And this is the point. You women need instruction. You women need to be under proper tutelage under a man. You women need guidance. You see what I'm saying? As the men were guided by the Heavenly Father through his beloved Son, Yahushai, you women are to be guided by men. You see what I'm saying? And until you acknowledge that and until you embrace that order, it's going to be the same nonsense, the same cycle. You see what I'm saying? And you never learn. All right? And that's going into a lot of these women who claim to be in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing worse than a woman than a female, all right, who claims to be in this truth, who has the same mindset of being in this world. You know what I'm saying? Think about that shit, man. A Western mindset in this truth. All right, you got feminists with head wraps on and fringes. You see what I'm saying? But hey, man, it is what it is. Like they all showed their ass. They showed their ass once this whole situation with the deacon came out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, they showed their ass. So it is what it is. It is what it is. It's up to the Lord, man, because majority of y'all got to be just taken out of the picture. But in any case, I'm gonna cut that there. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. Let me get into this plantation. All right. And I pray that you were edified. All right, so this has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to our power Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim V'chai Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and who teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.